Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing33 Plays Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. My name is Stealwing33 and today, ladies and gentlemen, I am starting this recording way the fuck later than I thought I was going to. Ended up having a much busier afternoon than I normally do, so here we are, back playing Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. I'm a lot more awake than I normally am when I start playing PUBG, so hopefully that'll help and not hinder us. Hopefully the key to my power wasn't the fact that I was like half awake the whole time. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Last week we had a pretty decent run of games early in the week, and then tapered off a little bit to only getting some top 5, top 10 finishes towards the end of the week. Hopefully we'll have some more success this week. You know, I'm looking for, you know, now that I've won consistently enough where I feel like winning something that I'm capable of doing on the reg, I'm hoping that we'll hopefully be able to pull some of that off this week. That being said, I'm also sailing to the fact that, like, you know, there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to pull out wins like fucking no one's business or anything like that. That's unreasonable on both myself and as an expectation for what will possibly happen in a game that is jam-packed with strange situations. You know, things like the fact that, like, where I land and the kinds of guns I get dramatically affect the odds of me actually winning. In addition to that, we're also starting some new stuff this week. You guys are following the channel for just PUBG. Welcome. Glad you guys are here. But you guys just should check out some other stuff we're doing this week. Starting out a series in a game called West of Loathing, which is like a tongue-in-cheek style cowboy RPG. Very funny. Looking forward to playing it. I've watched a fair bit of the opener, and but I haven't seen anything that has to do with, like, the third class in the game. So we're gonna be playing that. Well, okay, I guess for me it's the third class because it's the third one that I haven't seen. But there's like 3 classes. There's Cow Puncher, Snake Oiler, and Bean Slinger. It basically breaks down into Warrior, Mage, and Rogue, which, you know, is not so bad. Not so bad. You know what, we're going to jump out? We're going to jump out and we're going to go to Flood Town, I think. We haven't been to Flood Town in a while, and it's a fun place. And if we get shit loot in Flood Town, we can skirt over to Ruins and hopefully pick up some stuff there. And it'll give us easy access to, you know, areas like Georgia Pole. We can go over to Rozak if we don't feel like going to Ruins. If the circle ends up in Pachinki, we won't get, like, completely screwed by the fact that we'll be a billion miles away from the circle at any given time. But let's get into it. Style it in. Drop it in. I don't see anybody else here, to be honest. But that doesn't mean, just because I can't see them doesn't mean that they're not here. So we should still be aware and keep a diligent view of everything. But it looks like we're going to be alone for the most part. People don't really come to Flood Town. It's kind of a rat's nest and kind of difficult to navigate. But luckily, I've come to Flood Town on quite a few occasions and know where the loot generally drops, which is nice. So hopefully we'll be able to circumvent the main issue with Flood Town and just have a good time here. That quick draw mag I am going to drop. I don't need to carry those around. I thought that was an extended. It was not. Bandages, worthless, but we'll pick them up for right now. Worthless is a bad term, because they have use. If you're, like, get clipped by somebody instead of getting, like, completely shot up. Bandages are useful because you don't want to waste first aid kits in those situations, especially if you have a low number of first aid kits. It is well worth your time to perhaps not do that. Let's do this. Load that up real quick before we head back outside. I heard doors opening and closing, so we are going to have to be a little careful until we get, like, a helmet, and then we can be slightly more reckless. The only time I've ever really died while wearing armor that I wasn't able to at least retaliate or hide myself is when I'm not wearing a helmet, which happens every now and then, or if the person clips me in the head with, like, a car or something very powerful. Generally speaking, I've gotten very good at not getting shot after somebody gets the jump on me. So I have circumvented my main issue in most shooters, which is the fact that if I can't react, I die. I don't have that problem anymore. Not in this game, and not with armor on. you know, it still pops up every now and then. We will put that on there because we have a place to put it now. The only reason we don't pick up quick draw mags early is because, generally speaking, quick draw mags are not what we're looking for. It's not that they're bad. Quick draw actually is very useful, and it comes in handy with like certain kinds of guns, especially shotguns, the SK12 or S12K, sorry, and probably like the Skiz might be good. No, the SKS I would still want an extended over anything else. Basically, like, quick draw is only useful on guns. It's very useful on handguns, because on handguns, you generally have the main issue of if you're firing your handgun, you're probably emptying the clip pretty repeatedly, and that's the reason. In general, if you're using a rifle of some caliber, you probably aren't going to empty the clip. And then quick draw is also good on SMGs, but really on SMGs you're looking for extended, because you want to be able to shoot more bullets in a burst rather than have to reload. That's really what SMGs are good at, is spraying an area basically and putting lots of bullets down and then using that information to, basically to kill people, which is good. But yeah, so let's go. Easy does it. So far it's been pretty boring so far, to be honest. I was like, that is a level 1 helmet, I thought, but it was black, and my brain was like, that's not the right color for helmets. Those are normally blue or gray. We'll pick up that cheek pad. Just in case we find a car somewhere in here. It's unlikely, but yeah, we can make it work. Basically, with the M16 here, we're doing decently. The problem with the M16, and it's a personal problem, is that I fucking hate the fact that it can't go full auto. I like to be able to have a weapon for holy shit. I like to be able to have a weapon for close range and long range, and normally I like my close range weapon to be something fully automatic. Either an SMG, which would actually be ideal. Particularly the Vector is my favorite SMG, because it shoots the bullets out much faster than the UMP. And generally, getting more bullets down on a target is better, unless you get the drop on them, in which case doing more damage would be better. The UMP is basically good if you can guarantee you're going to get the drop on somebody. If you can't do that, the Vector is better in almost every other way. It does less damage per shot, but shoots more shots. So if you're dueling somebody, the person with the Vector generally wins. And that's not like, oh, the Vector's like intrinsically better. No, they have pluses and minuses. The Vector has has more attachment slots, but like worse attachments for mid to close mid-range combat. It's really only good up close and personal with the person. It's a lot like a shotgun, but the difference is that you can pump a Vector. It's one of the few guns that I think works decently well in close combat, basically. We are going to hold on to the remainder of we're going to hold on to the 5.56 rounds in case I come across a better gun. Am I in the circle? I am in the circle. Look at that. It's good. Good looking out, Andre. We're going to hold on to the fucking 5.56 rounds in case we come across an M4 or a Scar, which I do like more than I like the AK. The AK I think is better than the M16 because you're firing at single shot. The amount, like the jitteriness of the AK doesn't matter because you're firing at single shot. So you're likely not going to have an issue where you know, you're missing because you're firing too much. But then the AK can go full auto, which by itself makes it better in my opinion than the M16. It makes it more adaptable. It makes it flexible when it likely shouldn't be, things like that. It allows me to change my mind about how I'm going to engage somebody very quickly, which are all, you know, things that I care about. I care about adaptability in this game because, you know, the situation can change at any moment, and being able to be flexible in those moments is very important. If this is purple, no, it's urban. Urban's good. I'll take urban. Is urban better than regular? Oh, the red coat though. We gotta take the red coat. That's like S tier, top S tier. We are kind of hurting I would want a better weapon. I want an SMG of some kind, not a shotgun. Shotguns have very low adaptability. They basically do two things. They kill people very close, or they do nothing. Which is not their fault. It's not the shotgun's fault that it doesn't have a very wide range of ability here. Suppressor for a handgun is good. You know what? We will take the UMP over the shotgun. I do think that that's better. We also have a suppressor and a foregrip for it, making it just better outright because of the amount of attachments we have for it. So it's getting a little bit of buffs. Here we go. Right. Let's be careful though. We're not safe right now. I'm getting a little cocky because we're like kind of running around like a loon, but that's well warranted. I haven't seen anybody, and nobody ever comes here, which is probably what's going to get me killed, to be honest, is the fact that I'm so confident that no one's here, like that I'm like jumping around and running like an idiot, which isn't bad in and of itself, but you know, it's probably not the smartest thing we could be doing. The suppressed UMP is top tier. Basically, it allows us to engage people silently from mid to close range, which is very useful. You know, the only thing that we're missing right now is if we had a suppressor for our AK, we'd be in fucking super huge business right now. The AK can take us pretty far, especially considering that I think it does the most damage out of all the rifles. Don't quote me on that, though, but I'm like 90% sure that out of all the assault rifles, it does the most damage. It's the least stable, so it bounces when you fire it full auto very badly. But that's something you can compensate for by using it as a long-ranged weapon instead of a close-range weapon, which is a very effective strategy. I think it takes 2 or 3 hits to the head through a level 2 helmet to kill somebody, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, the M16's good. It's not bad. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys like, oh, don't use the M16, it's terrible. Like, that's stupid. Why would anybody ever say that? But it's definitely it different strokes for different folks is what I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say. I have preferences. And my preferences have won me a couple games, so I don't feel the need to depart from them. Alright, let's go check these houses over here. This is the last big loot spot is these houses. You gotta be careful in the water. You get slowed down a lot. It's harder to maneuver. And you can't lay down or crouch while you're in the water. The game won't let you do that for some reason. Despite the fact that your character is tall enough where their head would pop up out of the water. The game does not allow you to actually crouch while in water, which I think is stupid, personally, but whatever. I'm not the one making the game. I didn't come up with this idea, so... That's a Jeep. Gotta be careful. The circle's starting to close up, so people are gonna start heading in. And that means I will likely encounter people at some point. I don't know if I want this cheek pad, and that's like a lot of 5.56 rounds to be carrying around for no reason. Those will probably go. If I come across something that I actually need, like these bullets, we will probably dump the majority of those. We'll just pick them back up. We'll slowly bleed them off, which I think will be fine. Not a terrible strategy. I'm just like, if we come across an M16, I will switch to the M16. It's just a better gun in almost every conceivable way than the AK. The AK's not bad, again, but the M4, sorry, not the M16, an M4, an M416. That's what we're looking for. That's my favorite gun in the game ever. It and the Vector make up most of my wins have come off the back of having an M4 and a car of some caliber. We will dump these. Leave that box there. Close that. That. It's a little dangerous to exit the buildings the way that I do, but I like to be able to close the door. And honestly, if I'm going to get shot at, somebody's probably going to start doing it before I turn around to close the door. In which case, being turned around means I can go forward instead of backward, which will be slightly faster in the long run. Do I need all this stuff? I don't need this cheek pad. We'll drop that. We'll pick up that stun grenade. Do I want the stun grenade or do I want the smoky? The smoky's probably better. Let's have these bandages for it. We have 7 first aid kits. I think I will be fine. But the smoke grenades can be invaluable. I hear a car. I came out in case they got out. We could take shots at them. But they did not, so... That's alright, we'll go back inside. Pretend like they were never there. Worry about the implications of that turn of events in a little while. I'm going to pick up some extra bullets for our handgun, just in case we end up needing to switch to it for some reason. And then I will immediately ditch them for the smoke grenade. We just talked about the benefits of having extended quick draw mags for a M6 or for a SMG, so I'm not going to belabor that, I think. All right. We're still in the circle, so I don't feel the need to move right now. I will probably go downstairs, though. Probably a smarter idea. We'll hang out down here. Then we'll watch the circle collapse and see where it goes. I miss... We had a red dot. Oh, there's a person. Wow, I fucking suck. Jesus Christ. I can hear him. He's coming in. Yeah, I fucking suck. I should have had that guy dead at rights. I fucked that up. Luckily, he thinks I'm upstairs, I think. So, hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, hopefully it'll be fine. I mean, we'll see. Like, we're playing cat and mouse a little bit right now. I just realized I think I put myself in a bad position for cat and mouse. See if we can find this guy. Shall we? Not seeing him. I'm not seeing him at all. He either left or he's waiting somewhere for me that I just can't see, like on that side of the building or something. I mean, like, I can hope that he left. And we can get out of here, but I feel like that's a bad move. I mean, I'll be honest, if I was this guy, I probably would have left. No, I'd have gone for revenge. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. This place is dangerous. We definitely hit him a whole bunch. I just suck and didn't kill him. We should have killed him. We had him dead to rights. Like, I think it was a combination of the 4x scope being a little bit too zoomed in for the distance I was shooting at him from, and the fact that, like, I panicked ever so slightly. I think I'm gonna need a car, to be honest. We're in a little bit of trouble here. Just keep moving. We can live in the blue for a little while if we need to. I'm mostly concerned about the fact that I know there's a dude behind me now. Never a good position to be in. At least not in my time playing. That's right. There'll be time for regrets later, hopefully. Like I said, we've got like 7 first aid kits. I think we're doing alright. We're just running through like an open field right now. It's a great way to get yourself killed. Okay, let's find a place to lay down for a hot second. And there we go. Alright, cool. Where does that put us? Where are we going? Cheeky fields. We can go down to the buildings. Something like right over this hill, apparently. That house. See if there's nobody in there somehow. I'm not currently seeing anybody, but that doesn't mean there's not anybody in there. In fact, there's a Jeep over there. Lead me to believe that there's definitely somebody in here. Sweeping the building. Slowly. Actually kind of looks like there's nobody in here. Low key. Nope. Building is indeed quite safe. Which is weird, because we're in like the middle of the last play zone. You'd think that there would be more people here. Let's drop these last like 40 bullets and pick up those smoke grenades again. Well, we're no longer safe, which sucks. But luckily there's a Jeep outside that we can maybe use to, like, get to be safe really quickly. Where's that Jeep? I saw that Jeep outside. That guy's dead. There's that Jeep. What do you think the odds are that those two loot crates have been looted already? High, right? One of them's new. Oh, there goes my car. Alright. I put myself in like the worst fucking position in history. But I see the guy shooting at me. It's way the fuck up there. We're gonna need to stop and heal again. There's no way. We're in so much trouble right now. Come on. One more. I think we should make it if we get this one done. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. We're alive somehow. We got 4 first aid kits still, which is fucking crazy. We should take one of these houses if we can. There's definitely somebody in that big house right there. So let's go to this pink one over here. Okay. We made it, somehow. Fucking no idea how the fuck this happened. But we're alive. And in the end, that's all that really matters. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that 4x scope is not useful anymore. I don't understand what this gun is, because it doesn't take the flash hider and stuff. Like, it's not an AR. It's not a sniper rifle, I know that much. We're safe again, for now. I'm gonna assume people are gonna come and try to take this house from me. Ooh, a little nervous. It's a high-risk play. I really hope this gun's worth it, because I'm gonna be straight up. Doesn't feel like it right now. What the fuck is that? I have no idea what that noise was. These are not guns I'm familiar with. I mean, I'm using this fucking Gorza thing for the first time ever. Alright, people are gonna start moving in now. Okay, easy does it. 4 other people. One of them's nearby firing some sort of weapon I've never heard of before. It sounds slow. It sounds like a sniper rifle. Alright, we aren't safe any longer. Jesus Christ, this thing is nutty. We're still not safe. We can't stay in this room, but had to take that opportunity to shoot at that guy when I could. God damn it. Son of a bitch. I should have gotten out sooner. Or used literally any other weapon. I picked a gun that I had no idea what the fuck it did at the last minute. That's alright. Number 4 is not bad. Still a top 5 victory, so I'm okay with it. That's going to do it for this episode, though. So thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like what you saw, let me know. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And if you really like what you saw, leave a like. Helps the channel grow. Helps me out a great deal. But of course, with that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!